everyone, it's us again. I asked Megan an interesting question. I've actually just adopted another Yorkie, of course, a Yorkie, and I'm struggling to integrate her with my other two Yorkies at the moment, in that she jumps up, and when I come home she jumps literally almost up to here, which for me is concerning. So Meg, how do I stop that from happening?
So the biggest thing with a dog that has learned to jump or has an issue with jumping on people or when you come home, the easiest thing to do is obviously just to ignore them initially, because every movement that you make, whether it be trying to push them down or trying to get them, to kind of stay on the floor or to move away, they interpret as attention, which unfortunately for them is a positive reinforcement for the jumping. So I think the quickest and easiest way to prevent a dog from jumping is to ignore them flat. So when they do jump up, don't put your hands out, don't try and push them down or anything like that. Literally ignore them flat, and the second that they go back to a standing or a seated position, you can reward them and tell them that you prefer that behavior rather than the jumping up and licking you in the face.
Okay, so what would that look like? So now I come home, I march in, I've got 3 of them waiting. My other 2 have learned not to greet too much. They're okay, they say hello, sniff hello, and off they go. Do I just walk in, put my stuff down, do my thing, go about as if I've been home all day long?
Exactly.
And then when I'm ready, do I say, okay, Sky, come to me and come talk to me?
It's exactly that. So
is that the reward?
Yes. So you walk in as if you don't have dogs. You carry on doing your thing. You just carry on walking. Put your stuff down. Go put your phone on charge. And once that they've settled down and they've calmed down and they're not, kind of forcing you for the attention, then you can obviously call them to come and get some love. It often helps to ask them to sit before you do it, just to create that, sort of obedience before rewarding them.
It's a Yorkie, I told you.
Yes. You ask very politely if she'll sit.
Maybe not. I think that's taking it far for a Yorkie. But, yes, the principle is there. So teach them actually your boundaries. Is that what we're saying?
You want to teach your dog to pick up your energy and to pick up on whoever comes into the house, that their energy might not be that they want to bend down and give their dog lots of love and attention, and you need to teach that dog to pick up on the energy that you're coming in and you're busy, and that time is not yet for them. And once they've settled down, then you will call them and obviously give them a big hug and a kiss hello.
Yes. And another thing that I've noticed with Sky is that she'll jump on my lap when I don't want her on my lap. So
yes.
I have been taking her off and putting her down and said no, down. Is that the right thing to do, or how can I prevent her from jumping up when I don't want her to jump on my lap?
So obviously what you just said now is perfect. You do put them down, reprimand them and ask, and often giving another command does assist them with understanding what they're supposed to be doing and not supposed to be doing. So putting them down and asking them to sit is fantastic, because it does just teach them that, okay, I don't want you on my lap, but here's a command, this is actually what I want you to do. And obviously trying to preempt it, when they look like they're about to jump up, you usually get that little neon sign that flashes across their head saying that they're about to make a move. And you can often tell them, no, sit. So it does work very well to let them know that this isn't what the behavior that you're looking for, but the sitting on the floor quietly is what you're after.
And the voice commands are, I tend to be more stern when I say no, rather than okay, come, you can come now. So it's a change in tone. We had one of our clients saying to us the other day that they've adopted a dog and the dog doesn't listen to them. So Megan's going to help them with trying to get the dog to listen. But it starts at home, because it's patience, and I'm seeing it now. My Yorkie's been with me for a week. I've wanted to give her back every single day because it's difficult to integrate them into the house. And when I say that, I don't mean I'm going to physically give her back, but that's kind of the feelings that happen. And I think it takes a lot of patience, it takes time, and it takes a lot of want to have them listen to you.
And staying consistent, don't change what you're allowing and what you're not allowing. Stay consistent, don't give up. You need to kind of almost be stubborn with your commands, even if you feel like they're not working. Stick with them, stick to the same commands, try and stick to the same tone of voice, and eventually that repetitiveness will actually create an environment for that dog to start understanding exactly what you need from it.
It's like having kids.
Yes.
You got to put boundaries in place with kids. This is the boundary and you don't overstep it. Suppose it's like having employees too. Like, you've got to put the boundaries down and say, this is how far we'll go and this is what we won't do. So it's the same with your dogs.
Correct.
Thanks. That was an interesting
Yeah,
thing.
that was a
Thanks,
good
Meg.
one.
At least I know I'm on the right track. Anyway, have a great day, guys. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.